Magic, magic, covert go blue.
This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB. Today in the arena, Niv Mizzet Reborn, 80 card pile with Yorion. So Niv Mizzet Reborn, one of my absolute favorite Magic cards to play with until the day it rotates. All 5 colors, 6/6 dragon, reveal your top 10, get a card from a color pair up to all the different color pairs, put them into the hand, the rest go to the bottom in a random order. So you want to play it with multicolors, and you want to play it with cards that are multicolor but aren't 3 or more colors. So what makes Niv Mizzet Reborn different? Are there many new cards in this deck? Not exactly, but there are a bunch of new lands. So no longer do we have to rely on things like Paradise Druid to fix our mana and make Niv Mizzet Reborn castable. We have all these lands that produce 3 freaking colors of mana, and we've got the 80 card pile, so Yorion comes down and can blink Niv Mizzet Reborn if the opponent dares let us untap with this magical, majestic mega dragon. So that's what the deck is all about. Play Niv Mizzet Reborn, get a whole grip of awesome cards, play Yorion, blink it, do it again. Yorion can also blink Oath of Kaya for more triggers off that. It can blink Atris. Atris is a really fun one to blink. You get to see more cards. Can blink the Golos to get more land. So Golos can also spin the wheel in this deck because of the 5 colorness. And 4 Uros. It's a good backup plan and something that Niv Mizzet can hit. And Casualties of War, which is a pretty key card along with Deafening Clarion. Either the meta is aggressive and you sweep them, or they're slow and they set up a bunch of different pieces and you hit them with Casualties. Bang. And then you get it back with Tamiyo. Bang, bang. So it's going to be a really fun day in the arena, subjecting all of the people that we find to this torture. A shout out for sponsoring the channel today to eSportsGold.com. eSportsGold.com has been a sponsor of the channel for quite a while now. They helped me a lot with insights early on in helping my channel grow, and they create content. They have this awesome website where they share where they kind of bring together all this content from the esports world into one place. So what they do, I mean, you can see there's like the streamer support group. Basically, you can find me. I'm one of their supported streamers. But as you go along here, you can follow players or teams. You can view match results. You can view videos from those matches. And the main thing that they do are the high rollers of the esports world. So CSGO, Dota, you see the list up here. They don't have Magic yet, but it really helps me out. It helps the channel out if you'll click through the link that is in the description and the link that I'll put in comments and just check out their website, poke around, see what's for you, look up your favorite players or teams, and see what Esports Gold has for you to enjoy. So please check out eSportsGold.com. Thank you for hanging out in my little sponsored plug time, because really, like, they've been supporting my channel every month for many months in a row now, since early last year when I was just getting warmed up. I think one of our first goals that I had was I wanted to get to 20,000 subscribers. Now, by the time you see this, it should be over 60. So they've been with me for quite a while, and they don't ask me to plug very much. They really don't. Like, they're pretty cool. They're really cool. So if you appreciate that coolness, make sure you click the link in the description or the comment that I will pin below, and check out eSportsGold.com. Now, also a quick shout out to Wyatt Darby. He's the person I saw playing this list on stream, and I sniped it because I was just like, this is everything I want to be. Usually I change a deck when I get it, but Wyatt Darby built this deck, and if you Google Wyatt Darby MTG or search that on Twitch or search for Wyatt Darby Stream Decker, you'll find a lot of his great work. Make sure you throw him a follow on Twitch. Really cool guy and a member of Tempo Storm. All right, let's dive in. It's time for Niv Mizzet Reborn nonsense to begin. Well, we can cast Teferi I'm kind of amazed. Are all the colors here? Red, blue, white, black, green. 5-color hand. Snap it off. Snap it off. I think we start on this triome, then this triome. Very in-depth. Looks like we're up against fires. So is our plan to ramp into Niv with Uro? Probably. I don't know if Teferi is going to do any good, but this should be a slugfest. Bang. Bone Crushies. Into Bone Crusher. So do we want to Clarion that out or bounce it with Teferi? Yeah. Teferi can also bounce fires, but getting this off the field, if they play fires, then use the other side of Bone Crusher Giant to kill Teferi. We can play Teferi bounce fires, slow them down a little more. So I think that's good. White, blue. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's slow this down. Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Let's go, buddy. Do the hero thing. Oh, nice. No fires this turn. I'm a lucky mage. I am a lucky mage. So what should we do then if our opponent is going to play fires? Probably have a Teferi on board to bounce it. They had a mystical dispute tilt,
Don't worry.
but we're okay. We're doing it. Everything's fine. This gives us a window to play Niv Mizzet, who I think we can play. Black, white, red, green, blue. Easy. Dragon! Hello. Done. Wowzers. Yeah, just send that away. Actually, no, let's plus it. If the opponent somehow kills this and attacks Teferi, I'm pretty happy.
Up as I go.
The Clarions are probably the worst cards I could possibly have here. And the Growth Spiral's no good without more land. So, there you go. We'll keep this stuff. This looks fun. Yes. Yes. Fires without fires. Pack it in. Keeps. Keepsies. It's all tap lands and it's on the draw, and I still don't care. It's all that triome. Alright. I guess we'll have a green source online. Opponent with a spiral. If we draw a blue, an untapped blue or green, we get to spiral too, but as you see, they have blown up mana. Their mana is exploding. So if they have something cool to do with it, we are screwed. Paradise Druid, is that all you got? I better get in there and do a thought erasure, huh? I think something bad about to happen. Wow, take your pick. The Garruk is stronger. The Ugin is annoying. But the Garruk is stronger. Hi, Niv. That doesn't solve my Ugin problem. Ugin just minuses to kill this. But it does draw a ton of cards. Not for another 2 turns, though. Alright. I guess we do have to keep it. If the Ugin has to minus to kill this, then we draw a bunch of cards, and then perhaps Oath of Kaya can pick off Ugin. The other thing we can do is Ugin, just Oath of Kaya the Ugin right now, it goes up to 3, and then if it minuses to kill Niv the next turn, we're good. But I think I'm better off ramping. I think there are more better options. This one is a better use of my mana this turn, isn't it? I could do both if I had an untapped land, but I definitely can't count on that. Okay.
Curious tactic.
Curious tactic, indeed. Oh, I can actually Yorion Blink if I want to kill the Ugin, right? What do you got in there? 2 cards? Okay, we've got a little time. Yeah, the Yorion Blink line is better to get rid of Ugin. And then Niv Mizzet has a chance to stabilize the battlefield. Aggro. Must be nice. We'll see what they get. I could try to deny them the cards. I just think that's long-term kind of a losing strategy. And yeah, they just end up holding it. So do we want to Golos? Force them to deal? I think that's better than making our hand overflow with Niv Mizzet right here. Are you a counterspell gamer? Alright. Not yet. Any land card? Any of them? I get any of these? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Don't tell them. When people find out you can get any land out of your deck, everyone will run Golos. The mono triome mana base. Oh. 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 It's an epic shark. I see. I see. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Our opponent is not finished with us yet. So I think I take the hit from the shark. Next turn I play Niv Mizzet. We might hit something like a Tyrant Scorn. Oh god. Oh lord. Their deck just kicked it up a notch. Like, what am I supposed to do about this? Whoa, that's aggressive. Alright. I'm definitely going to kill your forest. Okay, so now they pull back. So yeah, we're not taking damage from this. Okay. Sure. Timing is everything, and I don't get that timing. But man, did our opponent put together a turn. So they don't actually want this card. I guess it's a giveaway of that. Playing another Oath of Kaya won't do much for us. If we attack the Nissa, opponent will probably take it, then we play Oath of Kaya, but we can't also do that in Niv. So it looks like their turn was just too explosive and we're not going to get over this. Okay. Well, we have a chance. Destroy, sacrifice a Planeswalker. Less Nissa, please. So we can go block, block, take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're not quite dead. And then Casualties of War. Tries to bring us back. Really? That's incredibly good as a top deck in this exact spot. Incredibly good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, dead. Yep. Ouch. 2 passages, not really ideal, but we're on the play. We'll have Thought Erasure, we'll probably have Teferi. We just have to play a lot of tapped lands. So, let's start with the one that makes 3 different mana. And what's the one it doesn't make? Blue. So this Fabled Passage is likely fetching a blue. Just doing it now before I forget. Kahira the Orphan Guard. Okay. Interesting. What do you got? Fires of Invention. Oh boy. Well, I think taking Fires is a straightforward pick. Niv Mizzet Reborn, I would love to keep you. I'm too worried I won't draw the land to play you. I'm too worried about that. You know, this makes me shuffle anyway. I probably should have done this after shuffling with the Fabled Passage. which is something you'd think I'd be good at by now, but it does slip through the cracks. All right, so red mana is the one that I'm missing, and now we have all 5. So with 4 mana available, we could make sure that's not another Fires of Invention, or we could play Teferi. Considering the opponent doesn't really have a threat against me right now, and they couldn't play their Kahira, I think just plussing a Teferi, having that ready to go. This way, if the opponent plays Fires, we bounce it with Teferi, and then we Thought Erase it away. And we can also Thought Erasure their draw step, potentially. I don't know why the opponent is very, very hello focused right there, but...
Here goes nothing.
Alright, what you got? We still have an Angrath's Rampage here. They have an Embercleave and 2 Cavaliers of Flame. 2 of them. Epic. How do we deal? They still can't cast the Vivian. I don't really think I care about Embercleave, so let's take one of the Cavaliers away. Do we want to keep this land? I don't think so. I think I need to do better. So they'll play 1 Cavalier. They'll cycle, I'm guessing, quite the chunk of their hand. So they don't have any lands to discard, so we may as well make these decisions before we make them sacrifice their Cavalier. Wow, they only cycled 1. They're thinking, I'm just going to keep all these threats. Drop the chain on them. Alright, Oath of Kai off the top. Think we'll play the Oath of Kaya, shoot the face, return the Oath of Kaya. And now we can Growth Spiral. We can save it too. Never know when that damage might be useful. Having the Oath of Kaya on the table with the Yorion seems nice too, but we've kind of flooded onto Teferi here. Alright, they did find a Fires of Invention. It's about to get real. So Vivian's coming down, I think. Vivian goes to 4 loyalty with a plus. Oh. Oh! Pro blue. Okay. They don't have the mana, though, to attack with it because they tapped wrong. First things first. Set the Fires back, make them keep using their mana each turn for it. We might have drawn a good interaction piece, or if we had drawn an untapped land, we could go Oath of Kaya the Ceratops, Yorion, bring back Oath of Kaya, but we didn't do that. We have plenty of cards in the graveyard to make an Uro, but remember the pro blue. There's not much it can do against the Ceratops. Am I wrong? Ah, green, blue. Okay, so I didn't have the 3 blue that I needed, right? No, I did. I tapped wrong? No, I didn't. Blue, green, this one. You're the culprit. You're the reason I can't do this. I guess I could hold this up and bounce what? Just remove something? That'll have to do. The opponent might Embercleave the Ceratops. That could hurt. And it looks like that is the play. No, it's not. Interesting. So I can slay their beast. Teferi's also good against those. Tyrant Scorn might be better against something else at some point, but I think not using mana would be a mistake.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Bounce, because bounce gets rid of it too. Not that it matters here. That's a land, but it's not an untapped land, which is what we needed to do the Oath Yorion play. All right. Let's make a nice large Uro. See what we draw. Tap land. Play another Teferi. Teferi bounces fires to keep the mana busy, because we do have to keep keeping mana busy. It's very important. There's a Clarion. 3 is the magic number, isn't it? Oh wait, you have 4. 4 toughness. Wander's Enclave. Another reason to keep the mana busy, so this doesn't start drawing cards. They can spend all 6 mana for an Embercleave. It's an option. Oh, they're going to ambush. Also an option. It's feeling like the play is going to be to use Oath of Kaya on the Ceratops and blink it to get rid of the Ceratops threat, and then use Clarion to clean up the 3/3s. Alright, fires back on the field again. Does the Ceratops attack my face or the Teferi? Face. Okay.
I've got time.
I think it's Yorion time. I think the play we described is best. We could try to set it up further. I just don't think that's going to work in the long term very well. Clarion does 3 to this, and then the other 2 could come from the Oath of Kaya, and then I could Growth Spiral. But I don't love that play too much. We also get to blink our Teferi to add a loyalty.
Really should have seen that coming.
2 loyalty, actually.
Right on schedule.
Our opponent still has Embercleave, but with Teferi on the board, they have to play it pre-combat, which takes a lot of the power out of the card. We know exactly how to block. Gruul Fires has been making a few waves. We talked about it on the Meta Monday show. It did place a copy into the top 8 of the big Magic Fest online over the weekend, which was a pretty large tournament with a lot of pro players. I believe we still put it in the tier C because it has to prove itself. Why should you play this deck instead of Jeskai Fires? What advantages do you gain? You have slightly larger creatures, you have Vivian, Monsters Advocate, and you have Shifting Ceratops for all the blue hate. But, you know, is it good? Our opponent does main phase the Embercleave. It is nice that you can play it for free. Now they get to draw a card with the Enclave. Where are you going? Teferi. Alright, no point in blocking.
It's only a matter of time.
We can. It has double strike, so the Teferi would die. No reason to throw away Yorion. Our opponent has trample on both of these, no reach. Oath of Kaya. Right off the top. So we can attack down the Monster's Advocate, play Oath of Kaya to finish it. We can play Deafening Clarion, it will kill 2 of these, but it won't kill the one with Embercleave. And then we're a mana short of playing Teferi to bounce this. That is unfortunate. I still think this is the play, though. I think it starts here. May as well add lifelink to our Nomad. Attack you. Play Teferi. If we draw into an untapped land, we still get to do our thing.
This isn't a fight you can win. Trust me, I have a plan.
Whiff. No haste threat, no cav. Embercleave on a cav might hurt really badly.
Diversity is our greatest strength.
Some serious haymaker magic going on here. Bronto. Rude. This is a power 4 grader. Well, if they equip the Embercleave, they can do it. So one spell so far, Bronto. And remember, they can cast stuff from the top of their library thanks to this card. That's really good. Oh my gosh. The hits start coming, and they don't stop coming. What the heck are we supposed to do? Alright, they've committed. Let's go ahead and grow Spiral up. Draw something epic. Okay, another growth spiral. I think this deck needs about 20 more land. So I definitely want the Uro out. And then we're likely looking at Oath of Kaya, getting rid of the monster's Advocate, but maybe we can draw something better with the Uro.
We will meet. You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
Gotta have the life, gotta have the cards, gotta have a body on the field. Just gotta have something. I suppose we can just attack the Vivian. I do lose some blocking ability there, but I think it's worth it. We could play a Treese instead. I mean, you don't have reach, do you? I don't know. I might have to read it for longer to figure that out. I might have to read the card a few more times. Alright, well, we got rid of Vivian. Let's play the Atrice. Let's hold the Oath of Kaya. Maybe the opponent will use the Brontodon on one of the Oaths. We would like to keep it on the field. Alright, show me some cards. Make them good. This has Death Touch and Double Strike, so blocking it's pretty pointless. The 2 face down is interesting. It makes me feel like they don't want me to take the Tameo, but I don't really want to play the Tameo. I'm too far behind for it to be good. And if we look down here, I didn't really save anything, so I'll choose you. Land City, but I like it. At least I don't have to worry about missing land for a few more turns. Welcome to the land of the triomes. So this is another 10. How do we keep from taking another million? We have to keep gaining life every turn, so like Uro has to keep attacking, has to keep coming back, Oath of Kaya has to keep getting played, and then we draw Casualties of War, and everything is fine. Everything will be fine. Grazer? That's probably a good sign, but they didn't put a land in, so their last 2 cards aren't land. What are they? Fires? More Fires of Invention? I suppose that makes sense. Yeah, if they don't play anything else in attack here, like it's not Lava Coil, they could coil the Atrice, and they'd be fine. Okay, it is Lava Coil. Alright. So yeah, I'm predicting the last card is Fires of Invention. Just you? No, you too. thinking about throwing that away for damage. We're taking 10 freaking points on the chin. It's fine. This is fine. We have the ability to gain 9 back. Rampage. Make the opponent sacrifice an artifact. No more Embercleave. So I suppose we would want to do that well before. We definitely want to do that before we attack with Uro. So let's play this Uro first and foremost, because we may hit something else to deal with Questing Beast. Make sure you keep the one that is staying around. Golos. Golos is pretty meh. They might have another Embercleave in their hand. That would feel very bad, but this at least lets us attack with Uro. They're at 15. Do I want to attack with Yorion? I should probably take this beast out before I attack too. I may as well grow Spiral first if that's the play. I might draw something better. To the library. So the opponent can throw the Grazer under the Yorion, so I don't think there's a good enough reason to attack there, but I do want this trigger. I want the life, I want the card. Okay. Keep the oath coming. Grazer goes under the bus. Good. Good, good, good. $22.15. 2 cards in hand, 3 cards in hand. Bonder's Enclave on the battlefield, and Fires of Invention. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't Cavalier Flame me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. That would be super high roller. Quartzwood Crasher. Whenever one or more creatures you control with... No! With Trample deals damage, create an XX green dinosaur beast token with Trample, where X is the amount of damage that player took. They just high rolled me so hard. Man, did I get terminated. I got destroyed. Let's see. 7, 8, 16, 21. I can block the Questing Beast and not be completely dead. No, I can't. Wait, it doesn't have Trample, right? It does not have Trample. Okay. Wow, did they just they outdrew me like a boss. How do I get out of this? I don't think I even play board wipes. And they just get this awesome 8/8. What a champion. Getting back Yorion, blinking an Oath. It's what we call small ball right there. Playing Niv Mizzet. Does that do it? I just think that if we play Tameo, it's not good enough. How about Casualties of War? Can kill 2 things. That's not good enough either, in my opinion. Alright. Let's just live dangerously. Because I think we're going to have to bring back the other Uro anyway, and have a run of absurdly good luck. Try to pay attention to what we exile this time.
I have learned a little here.
Alright, need to draw some kind of a removal spell, I think. Clarion. It's not enough on its own. Can help though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're done. Okay. Would have liked the Clarion a card sooner for sure. So the Cavalier of Flame. How many lands? Just one? Staying alive, staying alive. Cavalier of Flame's ability to pump up the rest of the team is too dangerous. It's gotta go. Also, the amount of creatures with 4 or more toughness in here makes it really hard to mess with this deck. Like, really hard. My Clarions and my Oaths just have to keep ganging up. I got lucky that they decided to block my Uro, by the way. Really lucky. So, let's see how lucky they are. They totally rocked me last turn. Had about as good a turn as they could have. Let's see if they can follow it up. That's not a joke either. That is not a joke.
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stumpy.
Oh my god. They just don't quit. They just don't quit. Alright, got a block here. Go to 2. Rule fires. Never, ever, ever done. Never out of it. God, these Goloses are terrible. Alright. If we get back Yorion, we get another Oath trigger. That's not impressive. If we get back Ingress Rampage, we take out the Vivian. Doesn't matter. If we get back Niv Mizzet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we would have 5 mana left over. What could we hit? Probably wouldn't be able to cast Casualties of War. What would we be able to do? I guess we could bring back an Uro. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's go for it. I do hate that we have to play this card here.
I am Cameo. It is an honor to meet you. The past is never forgotten.
I think that spinning the wheel with Golos is too high variance here, and isn't the play that we want to be on. Now I'm hoping the auto tapper gave me at least something I can do. There's a Clarion. There's an Oath of Kaya. The Casualties is there. There's another Vraska. That doesn't really help me much. Alright. We have to live through this turn somehow, which I see is very difficult. The opponent, the amount of like haste nonsense they do to us. If they, I guess Cavalier Flame's definitely their best draw because their Vivian can do it. If they draw something expensive, they can minus the Vivian to go get the Cavalier. That would probably do it. So they need something that's 6 mana or more, and they could use Vivian to get their last Cav. That would be epic. That would be epic. We see a land, we see a beast. They still have 2 spells they can cast, and they can cast them from the top of their library because of Vivian. Obviously, Embercleave would also be a tilt. I just need a turn. I just need another turn. The edges are so small in this game. Alright, If I block the Questing Beast, I get to keep the Tameo, which is nice. I guess that's... I'd rather keep the Uro. And looks like we're gonna die if they have a cleave, but they don't. And it's my turn. So lucky. Is there a way to scry and see what's on top of my deck? I don't see it. I definitely want a Clarion. Maybe we'll just start there. Do I have lethal? Somehow? 1, 2, 3, 9. I would need 2 more oaths. I don't think I have lethal. Alright. Then in that case, let's start here. Regain that life total, get Vivian off the board. Could have gone face if I was going to cast casualties anyway, but I'm not actually sure I'm going to. What do I want?
And fine.
So many good choices. I think instant speed interaction would be really nice. So they can't run me out of the game. All right, didn't hit. Let's try Niv, see if that hits. Good. Let's play Teferi. Plus, so we have the Thought Erasure on their turn. 4 mana open? Okay. Discard. Goodbye, Golos. Draw. Lock it up. Wow. Holy cow. I'll just throw this away. Whew. I thought I was dead. That Cavalier of Flame, Quartzwood Crusher. Indeed, indeed. Well battled. I thought you had me. Okay, this deck gets 1 shot in ranked, 1 chance. Try not to sink me too brutally. They're on the play, they have Karuga, so they're fires. Our hand is not great. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do against fires on the draw with this hand. That said, we do have the Uro, so we can ramp, and if we draw a Niv, we might be able to play it early. An Oath of Kaya might keep us alive against a Bone Crusher Giant. It just seems so weak, but we do have Tameo and Uro. So we will try. We will try. Nice to know your draw will be as perfect as possible. Our opponent now playing a 7, 8, 11 card opening hand. At least 3 of them sucked. Could be worse. I'm just going to get my green right away. There's casualties. Ramping into casualties. That's what we need to be doing. So every land drop counts. Unfortunate that we had to draw it in that order. I could have held the Fabled Passage. Really hard to predict. I'm just going to top deck a Thought Erasure there. Let's save the Uro for next turn. 3 fires. Okay. Well, I think we just take Kenrith then. I don't have another way to kill it. Vraska doesn't kill anything the opponent has and is not a land, so it doesn't help me play casualties. If our next 2 cards are lands, and we need one of them to be black or green, then we should be able to get right into casualties time. Triple Fires of Invention, huh? That is a high roll. That is killing me. That is killing me. And they have Karuga. Of course they have Karuga. They always get Karuga, but you know what I'm saying. Ooh. That's to make sure that next turn they get to play both of these. Does give me a turn, though. Alright, we have to hit land here. We have to. Alright, we're still in the game. Let's play this, but let's not thin. We need to top deck an untapped land. Casualties isn't the greatest. I mean, when they have 3 Fires of Invention, but Tamiyo recurring it might give us a chance. Did they not have the land? Okay, they do. Okay. Hilarious. Hilarious. The joke is on me, everybody. I didn't have a chance in this game. I should have known. I should have known. Today on the CGB Loses to Fires show, which is basically every day on this channel now. Go to ranked, lose to Fires. It's not an untapped land. That stings. I said this deck got one shot. This is what love does to you. I have been mana screwed for 2 straight games, and I've gone from 200 mythic to 1000. Is it over? This is really it. I can only take doing this one more time. I can only take this one more time. I can't get mana screwed that many games in a row without losing my will to compete. I am like all of you. I struggle too. All right, it's a Tapland Bonanza with a bad-looking Angrath's Rampage. Brutal. I could save this for an oven. Ooh, okay. Uro or Teferi? Let's do the Uro. Let's get our mana together, okay? Black, green, blue, white. All right. None of this is Deafening Clarion, though. The opponent is definitely doing a good job at finding all the aggression. I need another green? No, I have green, I have green, I have blue, I have blue. I can just take a black. It's fine. Clarion. Let's go. Whiff, maybe? No, it's there. It was hiding. Alright, I want you. I guess I want another Uro for the life. Alright, discard 2 cards. This is 1. And what is the least effective card here? Probably the Rampage, but eventually I might want to kill an Oven, so I guess it's Teferi. Everything else can remove or gain some life or do something here. What to do? Another Robber. It's a lot of damage. All right. So if we block a Robber, then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that takes us down to 8. The Dreadhorde Butcher goes up to 4, so if they sacrifice that, then we go down to 4. So we're not dead. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 8. They would need to be able to get rid of this and find 2 more points. They might have a way to sacrifice the Butcher here to target the Niv Mizzet. I think I'm okay with that, because then I can Oath of Kaya and clean up the board. And yeah, here is the Oven. So if they kill the Niv, then I don't have the lifelink hit from Clarion, which is bad, but they lose a lot of their pressure, which is good. So we can Oath of Kaya, then red and black. We can't take out the Oven with the Angrath's Rampage, though. But I think that the play becomes Oath of Kaya, the Robber, hold Tyrant Scorn, and get rid of the Luris when the opponent plays it. The other option is to play Vraska, kill the Oven, which I think isn't good enough. Especially while the Oven's tapped. Let's unleash the Oath of Kaya here. Cat. Unfortunate. I'm gonna have to Vraska that Oven sometime. I thought the opponent would Luris for a Butcher here, but I guess they see the Tyrant Scorn. Okay. How to do this. They're still slow rolling Luris. If I Clarion all this, they can still play Luris and play something out of the graveyard next turn. We may as well try to make sure we don't die. Alright, they hold up the Oven to run the cat cycle. Right now, Clarion does more damage to me than it helps, so I'm probably looking at Uro. I could bring back this Uro. Let's look in the graveyard. They would have to top deck Acclaim the Firstborn. They could do it. It's not out of the question by any stretch of the imagination. The other option is to play Orion, which they can't claim. We could flicker the Oath, hit their face to gain the life. That might be a lot better. Just to have this blocker online and Clarion to support it. If we target their Scorpion or anything else, they'll throw it in the Oven and I won't gain the life. Three points. The basketball fans rejoice. CGB hits a three-pointer. So now we have something that if we can Clarion here, oh yeah. So here's Luris. Here comes a Butcher or a Robber. I'm guessing a Robber. I think a Robber is better. You might steal something good that can actually deal with the Nomad. And then I might not block it. But I'm going to. I'm definitely going to. I'm blocking that Robber. Yep, desperation starting to set in. The opponent sees it slipping away. Another Spiral off the top. Growth Spiral the Dragon. Well, what to do? Teferi wants to come down. I can't defend Teferi. I think it's got to be Deafening Clarion with Lifelink. Blowing up this Oven. Trying to wait another turn, letting the opponent keep a Luris around. Sounds terrible. We could do it at instant speed, but then I wouldn't get the life from Yorion attacking. They throw Luris in the Oven. They still have a cat to bring back for this turn. The Scorpion doesn't feel nice. I think I'll just play another Uro instead of Teferi. If I play Teferi here, I could plus it, then the opponent might attack the Teferi. But I think I'd rather just have more life, and possibly another land. Getting a Triome here would be nice. I'll take a Fabled Passage. We'll sacrifice it when we're ready to use it. gonna make me do a lot of clicking. Oh well. It might really matter what land we fetch. We're playing a frickin' 5-color deck. Another oven. Well, now Vraska's not looking good. Unless we figure out how to Yorion bounce the Vraska or defend the Vraska. Another Oath. Okay. We could bring the Uro back. I just know they're going to draw Claim the Firstborn when I do that. I just know it. It's been that kind of day. So here's Vraska. Kill the first oven, and we need Vraska to survive long enough to kill the second oven. Often I like to be aggressive. I really, really do. But they just have so much food. They can gain all this life anyway. The clock is going to be long regardless. So we're going to Growth Spiral. Don't think there's a reason to do it now. Ouch. Ouch. Make the cat stop. Tell the cat to stop doing this thing. What could they draw? I guess a Whisper Squad would crank out a whole bunch of 1/1s. But we survived their early onslaught. We survived their Luris engine. Scorpion, it's a bit of reach. It is not a joke. We will probably have to Oath of Kaya the face again. Okay, that triggers the Oath of Kaya. That is not a good idea for them. So, yeah, good pull back. You would do it to get an extra trigger, like an extra death to drain faster, but obviously if Oath of Kaya is on the field, that's not going to work. Clarion. Clarion, Clarion. Let's plus the Golgari Queen, eat the Oath of Kaya, play the other Oath of Kaya. Another Triome. I'm just going to say it really weird from now on, despite all you people who got way too tilted about pronunciation. It's really funny what's important to some people. That person on the internet is saying it wrong. Get him! Burn him down! Burn them all down! Now we can Teferi bounce the Oath if we want to. I think I just want to save this to kill the oven.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
Let's just plus.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
I know, Uro, I know. The second I do it, they'll draw Claim. If I had done this 2 turns ago, they would have drawn Claim. The Shuffler would put the Claim on top of their deck. Trust me. Trust me. This is 100% factual and accurate. I think I still have green, right? Yep. Just give away that we has nothing. Maybe next time I'll bring back the Uro and then bounce it with my Teferi just to set you all off even more. Okay, we got a frickin' win in ranked. 889, boom. And we're back for the outro, and it breaks my heart to inform you, I don't think this deck holds its own in ranked. There's too many things that can go wrong. It's just not as consistent as the other decks out there, and it's very mana intensive, and it actually has some problems killing larger threats, which was very evident in the games played, as Veraska, Oath of Kaya, Deafening Clarion, good at picking off the little things, not so good at picking off the big things. Also, is it not amazing 80 card decks can draw like some of the weird hands that we draw? I had a draw in a deleted game where the hand was like 3 lands and 3 Atrice and 1 like Golos, I think. It's kind of nuts. Every time I play an 80 card Yorion pile, I'm more amazed by what can happen. So yeah, not consistent enough, not really, but still very fun. I would recommend this. It has a lot of rares and mythics, which usually means, I don't know, play unranked, play events, play stuff like that, or play ladder if you don't actually care about a mythic number. But I don't think it's a rank up deck. I just don't think it's gonna break 50-50 that often in best of 1 at least. So also changes I would make: Golos has to go. You just never have the mana to spin the wheel. It's sad. This card was a very strong card once upon a time, but in this deck it's too slow, just does not do enough. I also found Atrice to be very meh, so I would at least trim 1 or 2 of those. We need a way to deal with larger threats, larger creatures. So open to suggestions for that in the comments. But first of all, I would love another Casualties of War, because this card is pretty awesome. Ultimatums are probably too much to ask for, too difficult to cast. So yeah, we want to kill some things regardless of their size. Maybe, let's see, maybe we want more Tyrant Scorn just to bounce them, or Heartless Act, of course, is not a gold card, but something like a Heartless Act. There's Dire Tactics, but we don't have many humans, so that seems bad. Justice Strike, maybe Justice Strike kills a lot of what we're trying to kill. Takes out those Cavaliers. D-Spark, there's a few options. So yeah, trim the Goloses, maybe cut an Atrice, run D-Spark, run Justice Strike, see which ones do the best. All right, that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember to check out my sponsors. I'm so terrible at this. Please remember to check out my sponsors: Cool Stuff Inc., eSports Gold. I shouldn't give them a thumbs down. Very unprofessional. eSports Gold. They deserve thumbs up as well. But yeah, go check out those websites. It really helps me out. And please like and subscribe to the channel as we push forward to the 100,000 views. We're over halfway there now. I'm sure it's right around the corner. Thank you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.